Hello everyone, my name is LaShawn Jackson. I'm the CEO of Circle Foundation and the Executive Director of Innovations High School.
And I am Omar Moore. I'm the COO of Circle Foundation and Principal of Innovations High School.
We want to welcome everybody, hoping to see everybody this school year. Pay close attention to this orientation video because there's a lot of information you guys will need in order to be effective at our school. We look forward to meeting you guys and young ladies this school year. We started this school with hopes of inspiring, motivating, and empowering students to be the best they can be. Our motto is higher standards, so we're hoping that everyone takes that motto to heart when they come to this school and be the best you can be.
We built this school for you, so pay attention to this video, make the most of your experience here, and welcome to Innovations High School.
And if you see us in the hallway, say what's up.
Our vision is to become
an innovative community of learners
that fosters intelligent creative expression,
social responsibility,
personal development,
and scholastic excellence.
mission is to develop
resilient critical thinkers in a supportive community
through arts integration,
and writing across the curriculum,
and character development.
We inspire and motivate
and empower students to succeed
in an ever-changing world.
What is a phoenix?
A phoenix perseveres through fire, strives for standards that are higher, and has the ability to transform to attain what it desires. I am a phoenix. As a phoenix, I demonstrate intelligent creative expression, social responsibility, personal development, and scholastic excellence.
Hello, my name is Elijah. Welcome to Innovations High School. I will give you a virtual tour of your new high school. Right now, I am sitting at the entrance. The only entrance that you guys will be allowed to enter through, 16 North Wabash. Let's begin your virtual tour. As you can see, these 3 elevators are only used for students with medical documentation. And where the day begins, students will be searched upon entry. If you are part of the YS3 program, you will go towards the back area. Here's where students can go in the computer lab where they can do event learning. And here is our math classroom. If you follow me this way, you will see Miss Oliver's office, the post-secondary office, where students are offered college applications, scholarships, military service, ACT test registration, financial aid applications, and etc. Here, rooms 310 through 320 are our school's administrators. As you proceed this way, you can see our water fountain. And as you turn this corner, here's the men's room and the ladies' room. The specified time in between classes for restroom usage is 5 minutes. As you walk through this door, you will see the main office where students can retrieve their transcripts, schedules, and be enrolled. Here I am standing surrounded by counselors and advisors for students who need whatever. Just go to the main desk and you'll be pointed in the right direction. Here I am sitting in the cafeteria where students will have 3 lunch periods that are 35 minutes long. We have the usual lunch, but we also offer a salad bar that has different varieties of vegetables and fruits. Here I am standing in the 301-304 wing where there's an economics class and a TV production class. We should go and check that out now. Here I am standing in the TV production room where students will record student announcements weekly. Here's the green screen where it will project a news broadcast scenery. Let's see this green screen in action. That was pretty cool. Now we have reached the second floor where I stand in the sound engineering room. This is where all sound equipment is available for students. Now we're standing in the art room where students are allowed to express themselves creatively and build awesome projects. And also on the second floor there are two restrooms, a ladies' room and a men's room. And directly across from the women's room is a biology and chemistry classroom. And now I'm standing in the gym room where there are a variety of different workout machines that are available for students. And in this area where students will most likely occupy it by cheerleading practice or any other physical activities. And that concludes your virtual tour for the day. Congratulations and good luck on your journey here, and see you all around.
Welcome to Innovations High School. We'll be reviewing our Student Parent Handbook for 2016-2017. Here's our bell schedule. We have a schedule that starts at 8:30. Classes start at 8:30, but students may arrive as early as 7:45 to eat breakfast. Classes end at 2:03, and then we have a fourth period advisory that goes from 2:08 to 2:48. That's our schedule for regular days, and on Wednesdays, we release early at 12:47. Class periods are shorter on Wednesdays. On regular days, we do have block scheduled periods. They are 95 minutes long. That is to support our quarterly classes so that students can earn credits within one quarter. Absences and tardies. We follow CPS's policy on absences and tardies. We will be making phone calls, home visits, and sending out letters when students are absent for several days in a row. Please keep in contact with the office when your student is absent or is going to be absent for a long period of time. We have an arts integration program. Arts integration is an instructional model that pairs an arts discipline with a traditional subject in order to enhance learning in both areas. All of our classes here include an arts integrated unit. So English classes, math classes, PE, every class the student will be completing an arts project. We bring in artists from the community to co-teach alongside the teacher, and they will teach the art skills while the teacher will teach the academic skills, which will culminate in a project in which the student can demonstrate the learning in the academic subject in an artistic, creative way. We have what's called an academic enrichment plan, or otherwise known as AEP. This will be developed for all students upon entry and reviewed quarterly during our advisory meetings. Students will set goals, and during each advisory meeting, they will be checking in on those goals, reflecting on those goals for the purpose of setting new goals for the following quarter. Testing. The STAR reading and math assessments will be administered 4 times per year, during orientation and during the fall, winter, and spring. The STAR results are utilized for course placement, obtaining skill diagnostics, and for measuring growth throughout the school year. Students must make month-to-month gains on both assessments. The SAT test will be administered to juniors in the spring. Passing the United States Constitution test is required for graduation. If a student has taken and passed the U.S. Constitution test at a prior school, he or she should make sure the results are listed on the student's transcript so that we may count them here towards the student's graduation requirements. Academic support courses. Students who score under the 5th grade level on the STAR math assessment will be assigned to our Bridge to Algebra course. This is an elective course. Students will not receive math credit for this course. All other math courses will be scheduled based on STAR math scores, so it is important that students take the test seriously. Here's our grading scale. As you can see, Students receive an A for 90 to 100%, B for 80 to 89%, and a C for 70 to 79%. Anything under a 70% will be a failing grade at Innovations. This is our Aventa and course load policy. We have the Aventa program, which is also called the Fuel Ed program. It's an online program with self-paced courses taught by an online instructor and facilitated by an in-class mentor. Students may complete more than one Aventa course per quarter within one class period. So students are scheduled for these classes during the school day, and if they complete one before the end of the quarter, they can start a new course to earn additional credit. Aventa courses are also offered in summer school for a small fee. Students can take these courses during our fourth period, advisory period. As long as they are doing well during the school day, they need to maintain 90% attendance, no excessive tardies, and all A's and B's during regular scheduled classes in order to earn a free fourth period course. Students not meeting these requirements can pay $25 for an Aventa course. Progress reports and report cards. Students will receive progress reports during week 6 of every quarter. Innovations will hold a Phoenix Family Day event on each progress report distribution day. All parents are encouraged to visit the school that day, but parents of students who are failing one or more classes are required to attend. This is an important time to check on your students' progress. We will usually have refreshments and sometimes workshops for parents on that day, so it's an excellent event to attend. Report cards are issued at the end of each quarter, approximately every 9 to 10 weeks, and we follow the CPS calendar for report card pickup days.
Similar to arts integration, we have writing across the curriculum, which means that we write in every class. All students complete the required essay in each of their courses, and these essays can be included in your senior portfolio, which is a capstone course and a graduation requirement. Each student will be assigned an academic advisor for the school year. The advisor will meet with the student quarterly to complete the AEP form, discuss progress and any issues or challenges the student is having that has an impact on your academic progress. We stay in contact with parents regarding your grades, attendance, and behavior. Yes, we still call home. Assist seniors with preparing for their senior portfolio presentation. So we discuss preparedness, presentation skills, punctuality, attire, etc. Innovations High School also offers other learning opportunities. The evening school program is for students who require more flexible scheduling, and also for students enrolled in the morning program may be required to switch to the evening program if the student's not successful during the day program due to a variety of factors. We also have the Accelerated Learning Program. So students who score at or above their current grade level on the STAR assessments are eligible to enroll in a program for accelerated learners. This may include participation in a dual enrollment course or another program. Grade level information and transfer credits. For underclassmen status, students should have between 0 and 6 credits. Junior status is 6.5 to 11.5 credits, and senior status is 12 to 18 credits. It's very important that you make sure that you've submitted all of your transcripts as soon as possible, and any transcripts coming from out of district will be evaluated for acceptance on an individual basis.
Graduation standards. We require a minimum of 18 credits to be considered to be eligible for graduation from Innovations High School. That includes 4 English credits, including your senior portfolio course, 3 math credits, which must include 1 algebra and 1 geometry, 2 science credits that must include biology or a course integrating biology, 3 social studies credits that must include 1 U.S. history and 1 semester of consumer education or consumer economics, 1 art, foreign language, or vocational or career education credit, 1 health or PE credit, and then 4 elective credits, which can include any of the additional courses from the subjects listed above. In addition to the 18 credits, you need to maintain an GPA of 2.0 and higher, which is a C or better, pass the Illinois and the United States Constitution test. No, the one you took in 8th grade does not count. Complete 40 service learning hours, achieve a minimum of 10th grade reading level and month-to-month gains in reading measured by the STAR assessment, satisfactory completion of the senior portfolio, and have a minimum of 1 semester residency requirement. Senior portfolio and applying for graduation. Students must complete and successfully present an approved portfolio to be considered candidates for graduation from Innovations. Students will not be guaranteed enrollment in the senior portfolio class and will not be considered potential graduates unless they have completed all credit and graduation requirements necessary for that semester's graduation by the previous quarter, which means you need to have your 18 credits completed quarter 1 to be eligible to receive senior portfolio quarter 2, etc., etc. Students must apply for graduation and submit all necessary documentation, and this is completed with your registrar in the registrar's office. We're going to switch gears really quickly. Search and seizure in school lockers. Locker usage is mandatory for all Innovations High School students. You can see Ms. Smith, Mr. Werman, or Ms. Coturler to get your locker information. All students are assigned individual lockers to store their belongings. Locker combinations must be kept private. Lockers cannot be shared. Innovations follows the CPS policy on search and seizure and the use of metal detectors at school facilities. This policy allows school officials to search individual students and their personal effects whenever there is reasonable suspicion. So don't be suspicious. Student fees and ID cards. Your school fee is $250 for the school year. Page 16 gives you an itemized list. For those that will be graduating seniors, you pay an additional fee to the $250 for the school year. Please note that this fee does not include the cost of your prom ticket and must be paid prior to participating in graduation and luncheon. Visit the finance office or call extension 114 if you need to speak with someone about the fees. Your ID card is included in the student fee and must be worn at all times. Replacement ID cards must be purchased for $5.
Next, we'll be discussing our parent communication. We currently have a parent team here at Innovations High School. If you're interested, you can stop by the main office and get more information regarding the parent team. Anytime we have important announcements or school closings or any major events, we send out what we call power announcement calls. So please, if you can just make sure that your phone number is updated with our main office, that way we can make sure everyone's in the know of everything. Next, I'll be discussing our Power School accounts. Anytime a student enrolls here at Innovations High School, the student and the parent gets a Power School account. If you're interested in getting that information, you can get it during our first Phoenix Family Day, or you can also call up to the school before then if you want the information. Finally, we send out monthly email newsletters to parents, just kind of keeping you updated on different things we're doing with post-secondary, things going on at Innovations, and so on and so forth. Next, we'll be discussing our discipline policy. These policies actually can be seen in more detail on pages 18 through 20 in our handbook. I'm just going to take a few to really discuss. The first one I would like to discuss is school scope. Anything a student does outside of the school that can actually affect the reputation of the school or bring danger or harm to the school or another student at our school, they can actually be, the student can actually be penalized based upon what they did outside of school. The next one I would like to talk about is visiting our local businesses. None of our students can go to any of the local businesses within a 2-block radius before or after school. So anything within a 2-block radius, north, south, east, or west of Innovations High Schools, the student wouldn't be able to visit that business except on Fridays when it's a free day for the students. We also have all of our rules apply during field trips and outings for the students. So we like to inform the parents as well as the students of that. We also are a closed campus. No student can leave the school without permission. No student can leave the school at all for lunch or anything during school hours. Finally, I wanted to discuss our student interest. Anytime a student enters Innovations High School, they'll need to be, they're subject to a thorough check. And they also can't use the elevator and they are to enter the school on the Wabash side and never the state side. I'm sorry, and then just to go back a little bit, there are no food or drinks allowed in the classroom. So if a student was to get breakfast before school, it would actually have to be completely finished before actually entering the classroom. one final one. There is no smoking or tobacco use within a 2-block radius of the school, either or on school property. Next, we have our telephone and electronic device use policy. No students are not allowed to use electronic devices in the classroom or hallways. Parents or guardians should not call the student's cell phone during class. If a parent needs to reach a student, they can call our main office, and then we'll pull the student into the main office to actually talk to their parents. Students are only allowed to use their devices in the cafeteria during their scheduled breakfast and lunch periods. All other calls must be made in the office with permission of the office manager. Parents or guardians must call the office to contact their student. Cell phones are not to be visible or heard at any time upon students' entry or exit into the building during class, during passing periods, or during detention. Unapproved use of electronic devices, their first 3 offenses will constitute, the violation will constitute a reprimand based upon our discipline code. Medication policy. Under no circumstances shall teachers or other non-administrative school employees, except certified school nurses, administer medication to students. Students may self-administer medication only under special circumstances. All approved medication must be stored in a locked area in the office. Failure to turn in your medication could result in a level 3 violation. Unauthorized internet use and plagiarism. Students are not to use the school's network to access, review, upload, download, store, print, post, receive, transmit, or distribute offensive information or materials. For a thorough, more in-depth understanding of what we mean by unauthorized internet use, you can see our page 22 and 23 of our handbook. Plagiarism is the unauthorized use or closed imitation of the language, thoughts, work, etc. of another author and representation of them as one's original work without proper credit to the author. Plagiarism is a level 1 violation of the IHS Discipline Code. Students found guilty of plagiarism will not receive credit for the assignment. Repeated offenses will be addressed according to the IHS Discipline Policy. Dress code. Students must be in compliance with the school dress code upon entering school. Any student who is out of uniform will be sent home for the day. Additionally, students who enter the building with drugs or alcohol smell on their clothing or belongings will also be sent home for the day. For further details, please see pages 23 and 24 in our student handbook.
And now, I will be reviewing the discipline code. Level 1 violations. Eating in class, displaying food or drink in class, sitting on top of tables, the use of inappropriate language in or outside of the classroom, i.e. in hallways, bathrooms, or on field trips, unapproved use of headphones in class, being late to class, sleeping in class, refusing to do classwork, throwing objects in class to other students, accessing unauthorized computer internet sites of a non-offensive nature, the unapproved use of cell phones and/or electronic devices, disrupting class instruction, unapproved use of the elevators, exhibiting inappropriate noise level, above conversation level, on campus, including but not limited to upon exiting through the building lobby, cheating on an exam or quiz, plagiarism. Please see the policy on plagiarism for further details. Leaving class without permission, cutting class. And now, level 2 violations. Repeated instances of level 1 violations, 4 or more. Destruction of school property. Smoking on campus during school hours. Blatant disrespect to staff and/or repeated disregard of staff's directions. Blatantly disrespectful to another student. Verbal or physical contact with another student of a non-violent, non-sexual nature, i.e. horseplay. Disruptive behavior during emergency drills. The unapproved leaving and re-entering during school hours. Unauthorized solicitation on school campus during school hours. Gambling. Participating in or in the presence, spectating of gambling. Possession of drug paraphernalia. Classification of items that could be utilized as drug paraphernalia is up to the discretion of IHS administrators. accessing unauthorized computer internet sites of an offensive nature. Please see the unauthorized internet use policy. Level 3 violations. Repeated incidents of level 2 violations, 2 or more. Sexual harassment of student or staff. Indecent exposure. Forgery of school document or other official documents. Interfering with any disciplinary action. Refusing or avoiding to be searched. Possession, use, sale, distribution, or under the influence of alcohol, illegal drugs, unapproved prescription medication, or over-the-counter medication. Actively observing or participating in a transaction of alcohol, illegal drugs, prescription medication, or over-the-counter medication. Causing or threatening staff or student with bodily or emotional harm. Possession, use, sale, or distribution of a weapon. Theft of school or staff or student property. Real or false terrorist or bomb threats, fire threats, pulling of fire alarms, or causing or inciting panic in the school. Bullying, repeated harassing, intimidating, and or causing emotional harm to another student or staff. Cyberbullying, using internet or other digital/electronic means to harass, intimidate, and or cause emotional harm to another student or staff. Gang activity, using a cell phone or other recording device to record and or upload photos or video of activities at the school without staff permission. Accessing unauthorized areas of the school. Discipline chart. Feel free to review suspensions and reassignment policies on page 27 of your handbook. I now will be going over the response to infractions via each level. Level 1 infractions, first offense, verbal warning. The second offense for level 1 infractions, a verbal and written warning along with a staff phone call to parent. The third offense will result in a verbal and written warning and administrative phone call to parent. Fourth offense, administrative student-parent conference. For level 2 violations, the first offense results in an administrative parent conference. The second offense, 1 day in-school suspension. The third offense, 2 to 3 days in-school suspension. The fourth offense, 2 to 3 days out-of-school suspension. For level 3 infractions, first offense will result in 3 days out-of-school suspension and parent conference. Second offense, 5 days out-of-school suspension, parent conference, and corrective action plan, commonly known as the CAPA. The third offense will result in immediate reassignment hearing. In-school suspension. In-school suspension begins at 3 p.m. and ends at 6 p.m. of the day immediately following response to infraction. No student will be allowed entry after 3:15 p.m. Students are subject to all rules and regulations outlined in the IHS discipline policy. Students that arrive to ISS not in full uniform will be sent home. Students that fail to attend, arrive past the cutoff time, or are sent home due to uniform noncompliance will initially receive one ISS makeup day opportunity. Failure to serve the ISS makeup day after will result in an out-of-school suspension equal to days originally mandated by infraction. Corrective and Preventative Action Plan, CAPA. Part of our restorative justice program. Students are given a CAPA when they fail to comply with the IHS discipline policy after several warnings and reprimands. CAPAs are designed to correct undesired or unacceptable behavior and replace them with actions more conducive to a successful learning experience and environment. CAPAs outline the student's areas of improvement to help prevent potential issues from reoccurring or arising. Students will learn replacement ways of dealing with the presenting problem. If the student does not stay in compliance with their CAPA, the student will be reassigned to another school within the YCCS network.
The Gemstone Scholarship at Innovations High School is a unique incentive award offered to Innovations High School students. In order to receive the award, students must earn all A's and B's in the particular nominating quarter, participate in a student club or actively hold a job while in the program, maintain 85% attendance, and also maintain a good discipline record. Graduates who receive the award are eligible to maintain the award for up to 2 years as long as they are in a school or other program and also or hold steady employment. The scholarship will award $125 per Innovations High School quarter.